out, get ball. Okay? White line comes down to my dugout and then throws it over. This is a relatively new backstop. It should be tight. We had it built last year, sometime in the year. So it's tight. There's no opening up here anymore.
That's it. Always good sportsmanship from the top all the way down, including the fans. And so are we doing
national anthem?
Yes, sir. All right,
one thing I was told, can we make sure that
all my guys are going to be to this side, yeah, because we have to, yeah.
All right.
Well, let the coach stay there.
Yeah, coaches in here, players there. Yeah,
players over there.
All right, good luck to you. Good luck. Good luck. Beautiful.
Good luck, John.
Okay.
Go, boys.
Go, that's the fun. Let's go. Go, you need.
See you later.
Trucks.
Directors, it's been 7 days since the last matchup. Lost
Got a ball, right?
Their third game in just 4 days. Here live on NCTV 78 at Meade Memorial Park. You have New Canaan and Staples
Yeah, and I'll
battling
take one
out
more.
for
He
the
didn't have
first
one.
matchup in league play for both of these teams. Myself, John Friedrich, alongside Dylan Hart. Dylan, we're in for a good one here today. Perfect conditions for a baseball game. And two of the better teams in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better, Jack. And I think it's going to be a great game. We got McAllister on the mound for New Canaan. Had a little bit of a rough outing last start, but I think once, if he stays away from a slow start, if he doesn't get in his head to start the game, just limits those walks and stuff, it should be good. And obviously, they're going up against Nee, the Staples ace. But honestly, I think if they just look at him as any other pitcher, they got a good chance to win this game.
Yeah, you mentioned Staples' knee really deadly on the mound. Staples, the #1 ranked team in the entire state in the game time preseason poll. As for New Canaan, maybe not in a win now mindset, but they have a team that really can make a run. Staples ready to win now. We talked to some of the New Canaan coaches, probably a year away from reaching that mark where they're really ready to go on and try to win a state championship. Of course, they're out here. They're started 4-1. That one loss to Fairfield Prep, one of the better teams in the state as well. And New Canaan really trying to just settle things down, continue. And the past 2 seasons, New Canaan has gotten into a rough start as they begin league play. So a big start here is very important. And we talked to Coach DeVito before the game about that.
Yeah. And you said those tough starts those last few years. And really, they've had pretty rough schedules, FCAC-wise, to start the season. But I think if they could pull this one out, they could really get some momentum and maybe go on a run.
McAllister on the mound to throw the first pitch to Cicero, the second baseman in the box for the Wreckers. First pitch delivered wide, and ball 1. And you mentioned really crucial that McAllister finds a way to settle in here early and continue to throw strikes. That's what he's known for, right? Is those first, second pitch strikes, getting ahead in the count.
Good pitch.
The second pitch is a strike. Looked like Cicero might have gotten a quick tip on it, but Maddox Hoffman able to reel it in with that glove of his.
Good pitch.
Third pitch of the at-bat, a second strike. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. McAllister looking for his first strikeout on the day. He rips one to left field. That will be a single. Cicero starts off hot, ropes one to left. Now standing on first base.
Look, if you're McAllister, just first at bat of the game, you can't let that affect you. It's early, like you can't let that get in your head. You just got to keep attacking, throwing strikes, because as you mentioned, strikes. That's it. Like that's his part, the part of his game that he succeeds at. 0-1. A little bit inside, ball one. And we're talking about limiting walks, because as you know, he's walked 8 already this season in just 4 innings. But I think if he just does what the 1-0. Foul.
Pitch up, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cicero on first. Cicero maybe looking to take second.
Yeah.
Maddox Hoffman on the dish for New Canaan, one of the better defensive catchers in the FCAC. He's got an arm, it seems like every game.
Going.
He makes a play. Cicero goes for a
He
second.
got him.
He gets him. Throw down to
What a-
second. Hoffman throws him out. Now 1 out. Cicero trying to take the extra bag, and Hoffman says no.
Just mentioned that. Running on Hoffman, not a good idea.
Hoffman,
Drilled him.
an all FCAC honorable mention last year as just a freshman, now a sophomore, ranked highly
Good
in the
pitch.
state. You see why defensively. You mentioned coming in last year as a freshman. People had some expectations coming in, but I'm not sure anyone really expected him to be as good as he is defensively. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Third pitch, off speed. And strike 3, now 2 outs. McAllister gave up a hit to Cicero. Hoffman threw him out. McAllister follows it up with the strikeout. 2 outs.
I love that. I love that sequence by McAllister right there. Went 3 straight fastballs, then got him on the up.
Shortstop Oppenheimer digs in. First pitch on the outside part of the plate, strike 1.
But I like the way McAllister's attacking hitters right now. He's throwing just a lot of first pitch strikes.
Second
Oh.
pitch, another pitch on the outer corner of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Third pitch of the at-bat misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oppenheimer, the shortstop, digging in. The senior in this Staples team, very senior heavy. 4th pitch is going to be a ball, 2 balls. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah,
My
3-1.
apologies, but the Staples team, lots of seniors, lots of juniors, just 1 underclassman, Dylan.
Good pitch by
Strike
McAllister.
2 as Oppenheimer throws the bat to the side. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Opportunity for McAllister to retire the side. 1, 2, 3.
Feeling he might go off speed right here. And setting up with the fastball. I think now would be a perfect time to change that.
And he gets him on the
On the
fastball.
fastball.
Up and in, Dylan. That's why you're standing next to me. 3 outs. McAllister lays down the second and third batters. Hoffman throws out the first. Good defensive inning for this New Canaan team. Now the Rams trying to capitalize off of that defensive momentum and put up some runs. This Rams offense has been scorching hot recently, Dylan.
Yes, they have. It's going to be a tough one. Nee last year, 1.15 ERA and 63 strikeouts in 37 innings. But I honestly think if you're New Canaan, you just got to work that pitch count. If you could really work that up, get Nee out of the game by maybe like the 4th inning, I think you have a really good chance.
Yeah, and that comes in with really coming in, fighting in at bats, fouling pitches off, not giving yourself up, and just
Exactly.
grinding out at bats, Dylan. And coaches talk a lot about that often, and it's important against these good pitchers. Remember, keep in mind, the last time Staples was here at Meade Park, they had Hero Wyatt on the mound, who was drafted in the 3rd round to the Kansas City Royals. And New Canaan had a shot to win that game. That final score was 1-0. Staples won by just a singular run, and Hero Wyatt was on the mound. Now in the minor leagues, heard he's been playing well, but this Staples team has had 3 Gatorade Players of the Year on their roster since 2017. So Staples always produces excellent talent. Nee, no exception to that. another one of the future stars committed to play at the next level at University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you mentioned how they've had 3 Gatorade players in the last 7 years. That is really an outstanding achievement for Staples. But honestly, the thing about baseball is you could win any given game. Like if New Canaan comes into this game with the mindset like he's just another pitcher, then I think they have a really good chance to win this. And look, after that first half inning, they got a lot of momentum. Obviously, great throw from Hoffman, and McAllister looked great. And if you could just keep that up and just continue that the rest of the game.
And McAllister really exudes confidence every single time. He's a junior captain. One thing unique about this New Canaan team, 3 junior captains, 1 senior, both of us seniors who used to play baseball, now on the mic.
On the mic.
But, 3 seniors on this team, Stuart Hellman, Alex Edergino, and Luke D'Andrea. Now digging in will be a junior, Benny Hegel in the leadoff spot. The center fielder leads the team in stolen bases and batting. 125 on the season with 2 stolen bases.
But Hegel's one of those guys, look, I know he's only hitting 125 so far, but he hits the ball hard, and I think he's really going to be breaking out soon.
His first pitch, a strike. All heat. Hegel a bit late on the swing. And he challenges him right away with the fastball. One thing you mentioned, a small sample size of that 125 average. Fastball inside for a ball. Hegel digs in for the 3rd pitch of the at-bat.
Good cut.
Another fastball fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But you see, really, now you have to be careful of that off speed because you get so attuned to trying to focus on hitting that 90-mile-an-hour fastball. That knee will hit you with some off speed. And a beautiful curve ball right at about the knees towards the bottom part of the zone. Retires Benny Hegel for the first out of the inning.
Jack, as you just said, you had to be prepared for the off speed. When you get he went 3 straight fastballs. Hegel was he's getting ready to time down the fastball, and then when you get that curve and it's late movement, it just makes it hard.
Now Thomas Schulman batting 500 on the year, takes the first strike, a fastball. 21 plate appearances, 7 hits. His 7th, second on the team in hits. Need delivers a second off speed for a ball, a little bit too high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Next pitch, a fastball way over the head of Schulman. It's not often Schulman sees a lefty-lefty matchup, Dylan.
Yep.
I know you are lefty in the field, but even at the plate, definitely a different perspective when you're batting lefty on lefty. Fastball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
As you said, lefty-lefty, especially when you got a pitcher who has a pretty good curveball. It's hard, but I think Schulman can tee it up. Good take.
Fastball in the zone. My apologies, that was a 3-1.
It was 3, full count now.
3 and 2, 1 out.
Now you got to see if knee will attack or if it'll go off speed. Does attack.
Schulman knew the fastball was coming, couldn't catch up to it. Second out of the inning. That sends up Luke D'Andrea for the Rams. Senior who played last year at St. Luke's comes back to play for New Canaan. Now digging in knee. First pitch fastball right by Luke, and you can see from his reaction, not expecting it to come that quick, but you have to load early and be ready. Second fastball right in the zone. He has Luke exactly where he wants D'Andrea, down 0-2. 2 fastballs by knee. Delivery off speed. D'Andrea swinging, good pick by Goldshore. He tags D'Andrea for the 3rd out. First inning in the books. Still knotted at 0, but knee retiring the first 3 New Canaan batters. Retiring the side with 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, and he just came out attacking, and that's like what you want to see out of a pitcher. He threw a lot of first pitch strikes. He was really getting into counts he want. He didn't fall behind in the count outside of that one at bat to Shulman, but then he came back and struck him out. But look, if you're New Canaan, some things I like that I saw is they're being pretty aggressive on the first pitch. That's normally going to be the best pitch you're going to see in the at bat. And look, I think the more this lineup sees Nee, the better chance. Like, I think they're going to start teeing him up and everything. But now we got McAllister going back out, and I think he can continue if he has a repeat of that first inning. That's great. Like, as long as he just continues to throw strikes, get ahead of these hitters, then I think this is going to be a really close one.
And McAllister has been on the mound for the Rams since his freshman year. Pitched as a freshman a little bit, then took that next step up last year as a sophomore, and he's essentially added 5 miles per hour to his fastball each year. So he's really developed strong, and he's got a lot of experience for a junior on this New Canaan team, like much of the juniors. Adrian Delicato, junior captain; Thomas Schulman, a junior captain; Tristan McAllister, junior captain. All three played from the get-go, or from the jump, as freshmen, now as juniors, taking that next step up and really leading this New Canaan team. So although they are young, they definitely do not lack experience. Now digging in for the Wreckers is Goldshore, the catcher, versus McAllister. McAllister, first pitch fastball, digged over and bounced on the ground to third, mishandled by Schulman, thrown in by Ungaro to DeAndrea. Goldshore gets on an error for Schulman.
Yeah, look, rough hop on that, but as I said, if you're McAllister, you can't let that affect you. It's just like last inning. Started on, leadoff batter got on, and then he just went in and started attacking those hitters. First pitch. Strike.
Pitch for a strike.
I like that from McAllister. He goes right back to that fastball, and he's just really attacking. 0-1. Low.
Goldshore looked like he wanted to take off. Hoffman blocked the ball on the ground and threw over to first, almost threw out Goldshore at first. And Hoffman, you'll see him time and time again, not afraid to use that arm of his. Threw out a guy in the first inning. Looking over towards, there's a single to right. That'll get down in between the gap between Valente and Teagle. Valente throwing into the pickoff man. Goldshore rounding third. He's going to slide in safe. The throw to third will plate Brundage. And Brundage coming home to score. Wreckers up 2-0 over the Rams.
That was just a great hit right there, but a little rough, kind of went out of play. But look, as I said, if you're McAllister, it's early in the game. You cannot let that affect you.
And both of those rounds going down as unearned runs. Coming off 2 errors. Now he digging in, an opportunity to help himself out. First pitch from McAllister, low. McAllister's second fastball in these swings. Catches air. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wreckers able to plate to up 2-0. McAllister's third pitch. Ball a bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Canaan team really looking stone-faced now.
Good pitch.
Another pitch fouled off by Nee, a fastball knee. Just a bit too late. Nick's ball goes back to the backstop.
Jack, you mentioned how the team's looking a little bit stone-faced right now. Obviously, giving up 2 unearned runs is going to hurt, but if you're New Canaan, you just, as you know, baseball's like 90% mental. That one's fouled off.
Off another to the left side, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Baseball's a very mental sport, and you just need to, you're not going to get, tough breaks. You're going to get, some things aren't going to go your way, but you just got to let it get by you and just continue to, as the 2-2 is fouled off.
By Nee. Nee doing a good job dialing off pitches, making McAllister work.
You just got to have a short memory.
And that goes both ways, too, as a
Yeah.
fielder, as a pitcher, and as a batter. McAllister's delivery.
Fouled off.
Ball cut to the left side, into the bushes. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knee hanging on by a thread. Putting together a really good at-bat.
Yeah. The Staples team's really working that count right now.
7th pitch of the at-bat. McAllister's delivery a bit inside.
It's a good take.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
If you're McAllister, you got to attack right here.
Have trust in your fielders behind you. McAllister delivers.
Does just
fastball.
that.
Attacks knee fouls it off.
It's a great at-bat from Knee right here. He's been patient. He's been waiting for his pitch, fouling everything off, and looking good.
Comfortable inside the box as well.
There
McAllister,
we go.
another one. Rolled over by Knee to Delicata, the first baseman. Tags Knee. Out now, 1 out. Good bounce back by McAllister, able to get Knee to roll over to first, 1 out. That brings up Brill, the junior, the first baseman for the Wreckers. McAllister's first pitch, rolled by Brill to the right side near the foul line. Caught by DeAndrea. Good communication by both DeAndrea and Delicata. DeAndrea calls Delicata off, catches it. Now 2 outs. For a long at-bat to a 1-pitch at-bat. McAllister, of course, you have to keep in mind the pitch counts of Hellman not able to pitch because he pitched Tuesday.
Along with
and
Jocelyn, I believe.
pitched Monday. So this New Canaan pitching staff a bit short today. Curveball at the knees. Kelly takes for a strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, you mentioned how there's short staff pitching today. 0-1. Ben's in. 0-2. Obviously they're without some top arms, but if New Canaan could get length out of McAllister, then I think the 0-2 coming. Low. 1-2. Look, I think McAllister. I think he's gonna go long this game, but they need length, and he just has to keep that pitch count low. He's been looking good so far, though.
McAllister with 2 strikes on Kelly, an opportunity to get out of the inning. He gets Kelly to pop it up towards right. That will be caught by Valente. New Canaan gets out of the inning, giving up just 2 unearned runs. Those first 2 batters scored off of errors, down 2. An opportunity for the offense. Now McAllister able to settle back in, lock back in. Now a clean slate for New Canaan. It'll be 4, 5, 6 up for the Rams. Delicata, Hoffman, and Angaro. Delicata leads the team in hits with 8. He's having a really good start to his junior season.
Yeah. Followed up by Hoffman, too, who, as you said, is one of the best players in the state. Great fielder, but also very good hitter. And, Jack, what's something that you saw that first inning that you liked out of New Canaan, like that second inning?
The first or the second?
Both. I think, you know what I like? I like how they're really having a short memory. Like, McAllister gives up 2 unearned runs and then proceeds to retire 3 in a row. And in that first inning, obviously, leadoff guy got on, and then he retired 3 in a row. And I think that if they bring that momentum into this bottom half and get a couple of runs on the board, maybe even just a couple of hits, then good things will happen.
I want to see a little bit more challenge from this New Canaan Rams offense, though. And it starts with Delicata. Mentioned leads the team in hits. He's another lefty for this New Canaan team, so he's going to be facing the lefty, which you don't see often in SCAC play and state play at the high school level. So lefty is a little bit rare. Delicata in knee, best on best. Rams and Wreckers. Delicata takes the first pitch, a little bit up and outside, 4-1. strike. Fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Canaan looking for the answer. Mentioned first week match for both of these teams.
Good cut by Delcata right there.
Staples hasn't played in 7 days, which you mentioned. 2 games postponed. That's why they haven't played. But that last game, they lost 6-0 versus Greenwich. That loss really caught the entire league by storm. But one thing that New Canaan and really this league has seen in recent years, right, is any team can beat any team on any given day. So look at New Canaan season the past 2 years, haven't gotten off to the best start, and then towards the end of the season they turn it up. Unfortunately too late to qualify for the FCI playoffs, but then they get into state playoffs. They beat a team like Prep, Fairfield Prep 2 years ago. They beat Darien last year. You know, all you have to do is make it to the state playoffs. You give yourself a chance now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He fires in strike 3 against Delicato, looking backwards. K.
4 straight strikeouts for Knee right now.
Looking extremely comfortable here at Mead Park. Mentioned the first 3 strikeouts all swinging against Delicato with the backwards K. Hoffman takes the first pitch to the outside for a ball. Hoffman batting .200 on the season, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, including 1 home run. So he's got the home run power in that bat of his. He takes for a strike. Now 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Fires in another fastball for strike 2. Knee feeling comfortable leaning on that fastball and the velocity. We knew coming in that velocity going to be a factor. Touching near 90, 91, 92 is where he knocks out another fastball. Sliver inside for ball 2. 2-2 count.
If you're Hoffman, you just got to protect right here.
2-strike approach for Hoffman on Knee. Has good awareness of the zone. That ball fouled off by Hoffman behind the backstop. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fires fastball dropped by Goldshore. Bit low and inside. Ball 3. Now full count on Hoffman.
I really like Hoffman's approach to this at bat. He's taking his pitches and fighting everything away. 3-2.
He fires in the fastball, gets Hoffman swinging. 5 batters up, all 5 retired through the form of the strikeout for Knee. Now Luke Ungaro, first-year varsity player for New Canaan, steps in the box, a junior. First pitch, a strike, a fastball. Vito yelling from first base to try to get some momentum going for this New Canaan Rams offense. Another fastball at the knees. 4 strike 2. Ungaro down 0-2 quite quickly in this at bat.
If there's anything close, he's going to have to swing.
Fires another fastball dropped by Goldshore. Ungaro sprints towards first.
Throws high.
Goldshore overthrows the first baseman, and Ungaro will end up on first. So that counts as the strikeout.
And then I'm going to assume error on the catcher.
Error on the throw.
Look, I mean, that could start a rally right here. We go 5 straight up with the strikeout, but now you get on. Obviously, tough break for Staples. I mean, 6 strikeouts so far for Knee, but look, I think that could spark something. And
Now an opportunity for Edergino, one of 3 seniors on this New Canaan roster. Fastball up and away, and Edergino actually not playing out in the field today. Designated hitter batting for Jake Valente, the right fielder, and Edergino batting 5 on the season. He takes a swing at a pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down.
Something I've noticed about Edergino is in his limited at bats so far, he's been hitting the ball pretty hard, and pickoff attempt safely. He's 1 for 5 this year, but he's one of those guys. Like I think things are gonna start going his way soon. He hits the ball hard, and I think he just has to be aggressive this at bat.
He trying to keep Ongaro close over at first. Edergino makes contact, ball up in the air, caught at second. Just caught by Cicero. Retires Edergino. Now 7 batters up, 6 down for the New Canaan Rams offense. Knee feeling comfortable, and we'll see you back on New Canaan Athletics for the 3rd inning in just a moment. Jacobs in the 9-hole digging in against McAllister. Jacobs lines one up the middle past the glove of D'Andrea for a single. Staples' 3rd hit of the afternoon. Now a runner on, bringing up the top of the lineup. Starts with Cicero, who singled his last time up. Cicero is a second baseman. Box for the records. McAllister delivers. Cicero pops it up to the left. Way out of play. Foul ball, now strike on Cicero.
I like how McAllister went right back to attacking after giving up that leadoff single. He's staying aggressive. And that's what you want out of a pitcher.
Jacobs over at first base. Cicero takes a swing at a ball. Fouls it off. No balls, 2 strikes. Hart, it'll be interesting to see if McAllister attacks or maybe looks to throw something more towards the border of the strike zone here. Even down or ahead in the count, 1-2, kind of where he goes as a pitcher.
Yeah, if I'm McAllister, I'd maybe try to go on outside corner because you do have 3 pitches to spare.
That ball lined toward the left side, just foul. Cicero takes a nice meaty cut into a ball, lines it to the left, probably about 5-7 feet away from the line. 1 ball, 2 strikes, man on first for the records. That man, Jacobs, the right fielder. Alistair winds up, delivers, off-speed pitch, another one. Way out of play. See Cicero way ahead on McAllister right now, fouling everything off to the left, or to the left of the left line. Off speed inside for a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think McAllister's gonna go fastball right here.
So Jacobs taking an extra little step, then a good secondary lead. Pitch fouled off by Cicero. McAllister looks to his left. He delivers another fastball, fouled off by Cicero. Cicero just not able to get barrel on ball, but able to get some bat on ball.
Yeah, this Staples team's really working that pitch count right now.
Cicero doing a good job. Of course, that second, third times through the order, much harder for a pitcher because those guys that you face have already seen your stuff and know what they're looking for. So Cicero already hit a single his first time up, so second chance opportunity trying to go start his day off 2 for 2. Pitch off speed delivered, going right at New Canaan player, retrieving some of the other foul balls. Stuart Hellman, that is, one of the senior he pitched on Tuesday, but over there retrieving all of Cicero's foul balls.
Speaking of Hellman, he's been off to a hot start this year. Points.
McAllister attempts to pick off Jacobs at first, not able to get it to Delicata to make the tag quick enough. And Stewart's still over in the brush right now. Cicero again though, doing a good job working this count, now a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. McAllister maybe trying to think of what to throw in this situation. Cicero really able to foul off the fastball, foul off speed, take anything close.
Fouled again.
Delivered, fouled off. You saw Jacobs attempting to steal second.
McAllister just doesn't have that put away pitch right now. I feel like everything's getting fouled, but look, you just got to stay aggressive if you're him. Just keep challenging the hitter.
Has to be at least double digits in the pitches in the at-bat.
I think we're at pitch 10 right now.
McAllister delivers, ball outside. Good take by Cicero. Now man on first and second for the Wreckers, bringing up the 2-hitter Landgraf, center fielder. He struck out his last at-bat.
Hoffman's going out to talk with McAllister right now. Probably telling him just settle down, don't overthink it, and stay aggressive.
Yeah, and trying to game plan something to go up against this Wreckers lineup that is just so potent, so lethal. This Wreckers team made it to the state championship last year. They fell to Amity, but coming in as the preseason #1, they lost a few pieces, but they returned much of that lineup with the championship experience from last year. McAllister delivers first pitch of the at-bat. It's a ball inside, 1 ball, no strikes, no outs with runners on first and second. Fastball high, taken for a ball by Landgraf. 2 balls, no strikes. McAllister, another delivery for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Putting really a fastball in there to get 1 in the zone. Second one off speed, really line to first, caught by Delicata, who immediately looked to tag the runner at first, which would have been Cicero, just too far out of reach. Good job by Delicata.
Great awareness by him right there, too.
You see, really not having to hold Cicero on the bag. And if he has to hold Cicero on the bag, I don't think he makes that play. Really good job fielding. Hoffman fakes a throw over to first. Oppenheimer takes strike 1. No balls, 1 strike.
I like how McAllister's staying aggressive right now. He's challenging these hitters, trusting those guys behind him.
McAllister going to have to trust the guys behind him as he steps off. The 3-hitter Oppenheimer plays shortstop for this Wreckers team. An opportunity to really kind of open up this game. The Wreckers, of course, up by 2 right now. And these cruise through the first 7 hitters of that New Canaan lineup. An opportunity for the Wreckers to open up this game. Play 1, maybe 2 more runs with a single.
Yeah. Oh, time. But yeah, right now McAllister's ahead, 0-2. Honestly, I think he's gonna stay aggressive right here. You don't want to lose command or anything, and Oppenheimer did strike out his first at bat. I think you challenge him.
Keep in mind an error, or 2 errors.
Yeah.
My apologies. The 2 runs are the result of 2 errors. McAllister having a good outing so far. That ball fouled off the foot of Oppenheimer. Went back to foot immediately. Could tell did not feel very good.
Yeah, as you mentioned, both runs came via error, and look, McAllister, he's looking good right now. He's got good command, and as he tries to pick off.
Last year when this New Canaan team faced Staples, they lost 13-6. The Wreckers really opened up the game after New Canaan brought in the bullpen, I believe. Some of New Canaan's bullpen arms just could not hold it down. Got strike 3. McAllister retires Oppenheimer by way of the backwards K. Now 2 outs, man on first and second, but you just have to get 1, a force at any base except for home. McAllister, you have to assume he's going to attack Goldshore, the catcher for the Wreckers. McAllister delivers off speed, fouled off.
I like how McAllister's attacking the hitters right now. He's not letting anything, like as I mentioned, he's having that short memory. Obviously that second inning was rough, but and start of this inning was rough, but he's really responding. And he's staying confident in his stuff.
Responding well to some turbulence on the base paths.
Good pitch.
Pitch fouled off.
If you're McAllister,
Goldshore.
got him right where you want him right now, 0-2.
Thank you.
0-2 count. Remember the last batter up, Oppenheimer retired from the way of the backwards K. McAllister probably going to attack the zone. McAllister delivers, ball outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 4 set, any base but home. McAllister delivers a fastball ripped to left field. Going out and could not be reeled in. My apologies, could not be reeled in by Ungaro. Going to plate 2 runs, making it 4-2 nothing. Ungaro looks like he's a bit shaken up.
Yeah.
Ran into the fence.
Tough break right there.
And that ball ripped by Goldshore. Goldshore got
every piece of that right there.
barrel on bat, smoked it to left field. Going to play 2 more runs.
Make it 4-zip.
McAllister so close to getting out of the inning unscathed. Goldshore says no. Bringing up Brundage. First pitch inside, 4-1. Brundage, the left fielder. Knee on deck. McAllister delivers another pitch inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, man on second. That man on second, Goldshore, just ripped 1 to left field, picking up 2 RBIs on the day. Fastball inside, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Delivers, that ball fouled up and out of play behind the backstop. Two balls, 2 strikes.
McAllister staying aggressive, do another challenge pitch. That's what you want to see from him right now. I'm feeling he's gonna go right back to that fastball.
He continues to challenge these Wreckers batters. he gets them at 2 strikes, does not shy away from the zone. See what he decides to do. Off-speed pitch gets him out of the inning. Gets Brundage on the strikeout. Knee had his helmet on, going to go out and pitch once again. New Canaan down by 4. 4-0. Bottom of the 3rd inning now. Dylan, where do you go if you're this New Canaan offense? Looking for just a glimpse of hope against a guy like Nee, who struck out 6 of the first 7 New Canaan batters.
If I'm New Canaan right here, I think I want to attack first pitch, because something I've noticed from Nee so far is almost all of his first pitches have been strikes. That's going to be the best pitch you're going to see this at bat. But look, from Nee, if you could, I'm trying to think of that. Like, if you're new, it's obviously going to be a tough task. You just got to really be patient, wait for your pitch. But, yeah. But so far, I've liked what I've seen out of McAllister. He's having a very short memory. And I do think that, like, just 1, maybe 2 base runners, and New Canaan could really spark the rally.
It'll be 8-9-1 for New Canaan. McAllister an opportunity to help himself out, get back into this game. First, it'll be Nico DeAndrea, the junior for this New Canaan Rams team. Nico batting 167, 2 hits on the year. He's also scored twice himself and has 2 RBIs along with 3 stolen bases. So a stolen base threat if he can get on. And you mentioned Dylan just attacking first pitch, really trying to get on base. But 8-9-1, an opportunity for New Canaan to, if you can get some of those guys in the bottom of the order, those 8 and 9 guys on, bring up that meaty part, the 1, 2, 3 part of the order, an opportunity to bring up a guy like Benny Hegel, Thomas Schulman, or Luke DeAndrea with runners on.
And especially if Nico DeAndrea gets on, very fast guy. I think if he gets on via walk or anything, I think you send him, have him steal and get in scoring position to spark this rally, because you got to play aggressive now.
Keep in mind too, you have to look at Goldshore's arm, see what he's done, and he did on the one of the strikeouts last inning, try to throw 2 first, overthrow the first baseman. There's always something like that, overthrew Brill. DeAndrea stepping into the box, the younger of the 2 brothers.
Good cut.
First pitch attacking, fouls it off, but you can tell this New Canaan team determined to try to get back into this game, down by 4.
I like that aggressive approach right there, because he knows that first pitch is going to be the best pitch you're going to see.
He puts the fastball right in for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. DeAndrea digging in, knee aggressive with 2 strikes as well.
Good job.
Fastball once again fouled off by DeAndrea.
Good job just fighting that one off and continuing the at-bat. You just got to be aware of that curve right here. 0-2 count.
2-strike pitch coming from knee. Fastball low. DeAndrea expecting the fastball. Saying yes, 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 until he recognized it was a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8-hole hitter. DeAndrea slides a single right past the glove of the shortstop. Oppenheimer at short. DeAndrea attacking with 2 strikes. New Canaan's first base runner. First hit on the day for the Rams now brings up Tristan McAllister, the pitcher. The guy on the bump, an opportunity to help himself out if he can get on base.
I wouldn't be surprised if DeAndrea tries to steal one right here.
First pitch low.
Yeah, as I mentioned, just 1 hit could just spark a rally right here. That was a great at-bat by DeAndrea. He fouled off that 1-2 pitch and ripped that for a single. Great at-bat.
McAllister batting .455 this year as Nee attempts to pick off at first. DeAndrea, those 8, 7, 8, 9 guys in the lineup, so important to really a team that's trying to go out, win a conference and state championship, because those guys need to get on, not just the top part of the order. He delivers another pitch up for ball 2. That prompts Goldshore to go out and touch base with himself, with Nee.
It's probably just telling Nee to settle down and do what you were doing those first 2 innings. Can't overthink it. And as you mentioned, the bottom of the order, Edergino and DeAndre were the first 2 to put balls in play, too. So when you're having the bottom of your order really start making contact and stuff, and I think, like, if they could provide a spark, which they're doing right now, that momentum could shift to the top.
He comes right back with the strike of his own. 2 balls, 1 strike. He throws over to first. The pickoff attempt unsuccessful. McAllister digs in.
Another
He
pickoff.
once again throwing over, and looks like DeAndrea's playing a few mind games with Nee over there, and Nee, being a lefty, has an easier pickoff move. Over is a fastball up. 3 balls, 1 strike. DeAndrea on first. And again, if you're McAllister, you have to be aggressive. You don't want to get down to 2 strikes against a guy like Nee. That ball outside. Now runners on first and second for the new Canaan Rams, bringing up the top of the order. Benny Hegel struck out his last time. An opportunity to knife into that 4-run lead.
That was a great at-bat by McAllister. Stayed patient and worked that count.
Bunt attempt by Hegel to move those runners over. He does. He almost beats it out. That slow dribbler and Nee forced to turn. Now see DeAndrea on third, McAllister on second. Thomas Schulman, junior captain, coming up for the Rams with runners in scoring position, otherwise known as ducks on the pond, Dylan.
I like that decision to bunt right there. Bring up your best hitter.
Schulman takes ball 1 way over his head, an easy decision. Bottom of the 3rd here at Mead Park. Perfect conditions for a baseball game. Schulman takes a swing, throws it over to first. Throw over. New Canaan plates the first run for the Rams today. So the throw over from Kelly to Brill for 1 out. Go DeAndrea being the first runner. Schulman, see even a smile as he comes off his Canaan team looking a little bit happier, a little bit more comfortable. I think those first 2 innings really just shocked at the speed at which Nee was thrown at.
As you said, that second time around the lineup, I think, like, you're going to have much more understanding of this pitcher's mix. He really only has 2 pitches, fastball and curve. And if you could time up that fastball, start your swing a little bit earlier, good things are going to happen.
Now the brother, the guy who scored for the Rams, Luke DeAndrea, digging in with McAllister at second. DeAndrea up to par with the fastball, tipping into the glove of Goldshore.
If I'm DeAndrea, I might want to try to poke it to the right side.
No balls, 2 strikes, fastball inside for ball 1. 2 outs, McAllister on second. DeAndrea struck out his last time, trying to find a way to even just make contact, get a single. Now really a single to the outfield scores that second run, which is what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Especially running on contact, you're going to have that head start.
You have to get scrappy in a game like this, right, where you're not able to continuously get hits. Just continue to work counts. New Canaan doing a much better job of working counts. Off-speed pitch. Caught DeAndrea off guard. And that will do it. Rams put up 1, heading into the top of the 4th, still down 4-1. We'll see you back here on NCTV in just a few moments. live on NCTV, top of the 4th at Mead Park. New Canaan down 4-1 to the Wreckers, but Dylan, the Wreckers, able to plate a few runs off of some fielding mishaps by New Canaan.
Yeah, really just tough break for New Canaan so far. But look, if you're McAllister, you still gotta trust your defense. So that's hit to right.
He flies out to Valente in right. His last at bat really worked. A strong at bat in double digits in terms of pitch count up against McAllister there. Definitely a bit early. Flies out to Valente. And we saw McAllister dig himself out of a few situations where he had runners on second, third, able to mellow things down. Still exuded a bit of confidence, and then ended up on second base in the bottom of the third. New Canaan not able to plate him, but still New Canaan. I think in that last half inning we saw New Canaan get a few runners on, kind of playing some mind games with Need. Andrea came home to score, and that helps New Canaan's confidence in terms of their struggles at the plate today. Now convert off of some of that confidence, that momentum, and because McAllister can continue strong for this Rams team.
Yeah, if McAllister could go 1, 2, 3 right here, that momentum's just gonna keep carrying. He just needs a quick inning. You can't have another like 20 pitch inning. So that one's popped up.
Popped up by Brill to the right. Right over to Valente. Valente retires another Wrecker, retiring Knee and Brill both on flyouts to right field. Two quick outs, which as you mentioned, Dylan, that's what you want to see McAllister start to get after having a couple at-bats where he was throwing double-digit pitches. A couple quick outs, 2 quick outs now. First pitch in off speed. Mixing, dicing, and slicing with a little bit of a curveball. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Second one good pick behind the dish by Hoffman. Ball 1. It's going to be Kelly, the third baseman, up. McAllister asking for a new ball. Comes down 4-1. The Wreckers with only 4 hits on the day, though. McAllister gets another pop-up. This one by Kelly. Interesting way to get an out.
Yeah, I thought that was
the shortstop calling off his brother at second base, Luke. So Nico calling off Luke, and then the outfielders converging as well. Well, you know, even Coach Boss is a bit confused by the way that play unfolded.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused on that, but
it's the third out, right? 3 quick flyouts back to the dish up against Knee. Down 4-1, bottom of the 4th. And that's a good inning, right? It keeps McAllister's pitch count down low, and it gives New Canaan a chance to continue clawing back into this game.
Yeah, I really like that inning from McAllister right there. He stayed aggressive. Look, as you mentioned earlier, there's been some fielding miscues so far, but right there, you just had 3 straight pop outs, and the fact that he could finish that inning with like I think that was like 13 pitches, and if he could if New Canaan could get another inning or 2 out of him, I think they have a really good shot. And as you mentioned, they just got to keep that momentum going, and we have the top of the lineup up.
And it starts with the top. 3, 4, 5 coming up for New Canaan. Apologies, 4, 5, 6, not 3, 4, 5. It'll be Delicado, Hoffman, and Ungaro. Delicado leads the team in hits. He struck out his first time up, but an opportunity here. Work account against Knee. It's always interesting lefty-lefty matchup, pitcher and hitter, and usually they say being a lefty is an advantage, and most days it is, but I'm not sure being a lefty today really helps you.
I have a feeling Delicado is going to get a hold of one here.
Trying to find his groove once again. He was in his groove those first 2 innings until last inning. There was a fastball right past Delicado for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. pitch of the at-bat. Knee-high strike for strike 2. Knee relying a lot on that fastball and the upwards 90 miles per hour, near 90. And that's tough to touch in high school.
Oh, yeah.
His third pitch off speed, grounded
Gets by.
up the middle by Delicata. Takes a weird bounce. Great fielding play from short. That one picked up by Oppenheimer, thrown over to Brill. It's a tough way to get it out. Delicata maybe just a hair faster. Might be able to beat it out, but good job putting a ball in play, making some contact.
Notice these last few batters, they've been really putting the ball in play after 6 straight strikeouts to start, and that's what you want to see. They're starting to time up these pitches.
Yeah, and you don't see good hops like that often on
Yeah.
this field. Dylan, both of us, we both played on this field, and you really get a hop that really bounces right up
Yeah.
to you. That one did right up to Oppenheimer, who fired it over to
Oppenheimer
first.
caught a break right there. It's still a great play, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hoffman. Throws off speed. Called a strike.
I don't agree with that call.
Just right at the knees. Hoffman now down 1-2 in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Hoffman trying to get on base. Off-speed pitch to the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Garo on deck, and Edergino in the hole. Edergino the catalyst for really getting balls in play today. Hoffman fouls. Ball off behind, and Hoffman continues to battle up against Knee. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knee on the delivery, fastball outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hoffman very much in this count right now, right in the thick of this battle. You have to treat every at-bat as a battle, right? Continue to work pitches. These are the situations you want to be in as he fouls off a fastball, but continue to get to those 4th, 5th, 6th pitches of the at-bat and really continue work counts. Take balls that are close, and continue to foul off balls until you can really get a ball that you can get a hold of. He delivers another fastball, fouled off by Hoffman.
Like this at-bat from Hoffman right here.
See him shaking his head, and you can see definitely a different Rams offense towards the later innings, or more recent at-bats. The confidence as they step up in there, able to foul off some pitches.
They're looking much more disciplined. They're not chasing, and they're really working these counts. Good at bat. Good take.
Off-speed pitch to the outside, out of the zone. Maddox draws a walk, and that's a textbook at-bat, Dylan.
Yeah.
If you're New Canaan, you want to see at-bats like that. Brings up Ongaro. Rams down 4-1, bottom of the 4th.
It's back-to-back really good at-bats from Hoffman. I know he struck out his first time, but he took a lot of pitches and was fighting a lot of things off.
The attacks Ongaro. First pitch fastball high up in the air, over towards the direction of Cicero, who catches it, retires Ongaro. And he, after a long at-bat in the previous at-bat, retires Ongaro on 1 singular pitch.
Bring up Edergino. He had a pretty solid at-bat his first time. First Ram to put the bat on the ball. And if you're him, you just don't want to overthink. You don't want to have too big of an approach, as that is a pickoff attempt. You don't want to really try to swing for the fences. You just want to put something in play and hope good things happen. I think Edergino is the one who could do that.
Nicknamed Gino from that Italian ancestry. Takes
Should be 0-1.
strike 1.
Yeah.
No balls, 1 strike. Gino up at the dish. Need another pickoff attempt towards Hoffman. Hoffman over on first. And we've seen whenever there's a runner on first, he attempts to pick off 3, 4, 5 times. Another Hoffman goes. Gino puts the ball on the ground over towards short. Picked up by Oppenheimer over to first.
Edergino reached safely as that ball got by. A little bit of a collision between the shortstop and Hoffman.
My apologies. I was looking down to see. Confirm it was
Yeah,
Oppenheimer
Oppenheimer.
at short. Bit of a collision along that left side of the infield. Edergino ends up at first, 2 outs. We'll see. Umpires discussing.
They could call interference.
So now Hoffman at first, or Hoffman at third. Edergino at first, doing exactly what he needed to do, right? Put the ball in play on the ground.
That's like good things will happen. Got a good break right there.
Make things happen now.
On the
Brings
low
up
throw from Oppenheimer.
Nico D'Andrea, who has the singular Rams run today. See a big gap in between first and second. Towards that opposite side, D'Andrea fouls one off over the backstop, but hard if, not sure you can see on the camera angle, but in between first baseman and second baseman, there's a big hole along that right side. If you can squeeze the ball through, maybe play that second run, fastball inside for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
If you're D'Andrea, just want to protect the plate and choke up right here.
That's where you're just trying to make contact, right, Hart? Not trying to do too much, just poke something, find a hole through the infield.
Edergino gas.
Edergino with the free stolen base. Now on second, runner second and third. D'Andrea up at the dish, an opportunity.
I like that decision from Edergino because now base hit scores 2.
The off speed, D'Andrea.
Held up.
D'Andrea looked like he was gonna swing into the last minute. Saw the ball bounce before the plate. Smart decision. I believe it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. A fastball inside, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
See, the Rams are getting a lot of momentum right now. A lot of that energy's coming in.
You're having a bit of trouble right now on the bump. Rams grinding out at bats, exactly what we said they needed to do coming into this game as a younger, scrappier team. The fastball fouled off by D'Andrea.
Great at bat from D'Andrea right here.
See, going right back to the fastball. This new Canaan team adjusted well, now able to pick up some of that velocity on the fastball.
Looks like Staples is getting some action in their pen right here.
He's still on the bump, full count. Dory fastball popped up by D'Andrea to that right side, right in the glare of the sun. Caught by Brill, retiring D'Andrea. Stranding runners at second and third. And I'm still down 4-1. We'll see you at the top of the 5th inning here live on NCTV.
playing in the summer.
First pitch delivered for a strike by McAllister. Or my apologies, it was a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch in for a strike. Fastball down the heart of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike up at the dish. The 9-hole hitter for the Wreckers. Jacobs, the right fielder. Second pitch off speed. Second strike of the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. And the Rams in the past few half innings have gotten some offensive momentum. Stranded runners at second and third last inning. Definitely very well in this game, although down by 3 runs. Really starting to put some bat on ball, make some contact, lengthen these at-bats. McAllister's third pitch outside to the mid of Hoffman. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, hard this New Canaan team a little bit short in terms of the pitching staff, so you want to have McAllister go for as long as possible, although you do see Wes Gallo kind of working the young sophomore arm in the pen for New Canaan. Want to continue to see or stretch out how far McAllister can go for this Ram team.
I think they're going to try to get him to finish this inning, and then you can bring in Gallo for the 6th and 7th.
Jacobs in the midst of a 2-2 count. McAllister's delivery off speed just below the knees. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count delivery, fastball challenging Jacobs. Jacobs up to the test, fouls. Ball off into the backstop. Full count, pitch coming once again. Fastball lined into center off the bat of Jacobs. Canicorn right to Hegel in center, taking over for the late Alex Benevento, now playing at Brown University. FCAC Player of the Year last year, 4-year varsity starter. The list of accolades goes on and on about that young man, not just on the baseball field, but on the football turf as well. The lead rusher for New Canaan last year, a do-it-all guy. Played 4 years of varsity baseball, and talk about this team coming in younger. They lost a lot of talent last year. They lost Henry Silva, the Colby commit. Somers at second. Langford
the on-base
third.
machine,
He was an on-base machine, as you just mentioned. He was riding more out in the outfield. Bradley Warnerberg played some in the outfield too as well. All you guys watching, thank you for watching New Canaan baseball right now on NCTV. Thank you for tuning in. We're in the midst of a very good game. But as you mentioned, New Canaan losing a lot of pieces last year.
Yeah. But
they do have a core of younger guys coming in, experienced. There's 3 junior captains. To be a captain, you had to play in varsity last year. McAllister one of those, as Cicero lines the ball into left field. 3 for 3 day for the leadoff hitter. 3 singles. Cicero bat on ball. Now 1 out, no balls, no strikes.
Coach Gallo is going to go talk to McAllister.
Pitching coach coming out to talk to McAllister. Even some of those guys in attendance today. I know Will Langford is behind us watching the game, and an opportunity for New Canaan here to really pick up a big win against one of the better teams in the state. Of course, Staples, the preseason #1 rankings slide around a little bit, but towards that top 5 teams, really all interchangeable teams, and Staples suffering that tough loss. Another fastball. Foul ball to the right side in the trees. Delicata catches it. And talk about the ability to track down a foul ball. That was an impressive play for Delicata.
Especially looking into the sun. But, yeah, that's another great at-bat that McAllister's had. 1 pitch out, and now you're 1 out away from getting out of this.
Brings up Oppenheimer. shortstop for this Rutgers team who had the collision in the last half inning in the field. Oppenheimer up. Now with Cicero on first. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Rutgers up 4-1. Oppenheimer takes the fastball inside for ball 2. Oppenheimer pops it up. Hoffman looking up into the sun, going right off
yeah.
our tent. Thankfully, we have something on top of us. That's why we have something like
Adrian,
this.
that's going straight at you, man.
I thought I was gonna get hit.
Popped up.
2-1 count.
Be careful where you park your cars here, too. Lots of cars get hit by foul balls. McAllister forcing a lot of foul balls here today.
Luckily, that new field's going to be opening up pretty soon.
Yeah, another point of discussion, which we can talk about in between the half innings about the new field. No tree in center field. McAllister delivers.
Good pitch.
For strike 2.
Second.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Oppenheimer, 2 outs. Cicero on first, an opportunity to get out of this inning quite quickly.
Second time I've seen a Staples player start heading towards first on a strike. But if you're McAllister, you just got to stay aggressive. You've seen 1 more out.
McAllister 3-2 delivery gets Oppenheimer to pop up in between the DeAndrea siblings. That was Luke DeAndrea, the senior, coming down with the fly out. And that will do it for 5 innings of play. McAllister with a really strong performance against a lethal Wrecker offense. Now it's all up to this new Canaan bat to try and continue to put up runs. But Dylan, you mentioned something, a topic of discussion. I'm sure all you viewers are waiting to find out of when that new field will be ready. This new Canaan team, of course, expecting to start the season on the new field, but weather conditions, some construction issues too as well, forced the field to be pushed back, that opening date to probably in the next couple of weeks. Dylan, they'll be playing on turf. It'll be a much nicer field, of course.
No
This
tree
is
in
home
center.
this is home for New Canaan baseball here at Edmead Park. But that new field's gonna look pretty nice.
Now the JV guys could play at Mead. Yeah, now that new field, I know the team's looking forward to that. Finally, actual dugouts. Benny Heagle's probably gonna be excited in center that there's not a tree in the middle of his area. But that would be nice once that field opens up. Nia's still out there for the
coming back to the game. He's still on the mound for the Wreckers. Up for New Canaan, it'll be 9-1-2. McAllister, Heagle, Schulman. McAllister, another opportunity. Of course, he ended up stranded on the bases just about an inning ago. So McAllister with an opportunity to help himself out and get Benny Heagle up, and Benny with those Jets, football wide receiver.
I wouldn't be surprised if McAllister's Nia's last batter about to go with the top of the order coming up, and it's about to be 3rd time through the order.
Mentioned a couple guys over warming up for the Wreckers.
I would not be surprised if Nia's out after this at bat. So the first pitch is in there for a strike.
How he feels too as well.
Yeah.
The UPenn commit, originally committed to Duke University, flipped his commitment to University of Pennsylvania. McAllister gets caught a little bit out in front. No balls, 2 strikes, now down 0-2, but this New Canaan team resilient in working at bats. Another fastball inside part of the plate. Catches the inner part for the strikeout. 3 pitches, 1 out. He wheeling and dealing with that fastball of his. Now the one-hitter, leadoff hitter for New Canaan, Benny Heagle. Mentioned batting, 125 coming into the day, leads the team in stolen bases. Opportunity to get on, then play some mind games with Nee. goes, delivers high. 2 balls, no strikes. He delivers fastball right down the middle, roped by Benny Eagle right to the second baseman, bobbled at second base by Cicero. And even one small bobble like that, Benny Eagle is on base.
And now you got a threat on the
Off
base
of
path.
an error. And
Benny's
going to look over to pick off Benny Eagle, but Eagle with the speed just showed it on that play, brings up Thomas Schulman. First pitch swinging is Schulman, another foul ball way up. Hits the tree, falls right in the bullpen area.
Yeah, as you mentioned, with Eagle on, I'm expecting a couple pickoffs right here. Someone who's great on the base paths.
Eagle quick and smart on the base path. Fastball catches the outer part of the plate for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 2 strikes. My apologies. 2 strikes, 1 out. Knee a bit late. Schulman a bit late on the knee off-speed pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Eagle on first. D'Andrea on deck. Pickoff attempt towards, or in the direction of Eagle over to Brill. Lefty pickoff move, always a tool in the back pocket of a left-handed pitcher. Off-speed pitch.
Looked a little bit low.
Called a ball. You go back to a couple innings ago, there was a ball thrown that looked similar. That was called a strike. It's interesting to see the way the zone's being played here today. Another off-speed pitch fouled off by Schulman.
Yeah. Pitch was in like the exact same location as one that was called a strike, but good break for Canaan right there.
Schulman still very much in this battle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off a few pitches. Needed a pickoff attempt again in the direction of Eagle over to Brill. Eagle slides in safely. He shakes off Goldshore's first pitch. Fastball up in the zone, taken as a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's shaking off, I believe, some sort of off-speed pitch. Goldshore wanted him to throw in a fastball. Another fastball. Fouled off.
And another good at-bat from Schulman right here.
Fouled off by Schulman off the mask of Goldshore. Eagle attempting to steal second, forcing to retreat. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th here at Meade Park.
Wouldn't be surprised if Eagle runs again.
Eagle over at first. He delivers fastball up in the
Good
zone, taken for a ball by Schulman. Schulman with really strong zone awareness.
Yeah, great eye so far. Now Knee's gonna need to challenge him. 3-2 count.
Full count. Fastball throw down by Goldshore. Eagle slides into second, safe. Schulman backwards, K looking, bringing up D'Andrea. 2 outs, no balls, no strikes, clean sheet. Runner on second.
I like that aggressive base running by Eagle right there.
And it would be extremely aggressive to try and take third here.
I don't know if you do though, because a base hit scores you, especially on contact.
Gotta trust your 3-hitter in Luke D'Andrea. We mentioned coming back over from St. Luke's after playing just 1 season at St. Luke's now. Back playing with the high school, played a little bit of varsity his sophomore season. No balls, 1 strike. Knee delivery, off-speed pitch, bounces in front. Goldshore, quick response, keeping Eagle at second. still on the mound. Deep bottom of the 5th here.
Good take.
Fastball low, taken for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner on second. Sun still shining down. Fastball inside, catches the inner part of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. A lot of 2s.
Yeah. Interesting call right there.
He's delivery fastball, grounded towards short. It's scooped right up by Oppenheimer, throws over to Brill. That'll do it for the inning. Now top of the 6th, pitching change for New Canaan. McAllister's day is over. And we're in for an exciting finish here on NCTV. We'll see you for the top of the 6th, as well as all of the 6th and the 7th.
For 4.
15 for 4.
That's straight, or the 4 goes somewhere else? Anthony, is that straight, or is it going somewhere else? Hey, you lost something here? Oh. You got that change?
Top of the 6th here at Meade Park. Wreckers up 4-1. New Canaan with the quick pitching change. McAllister's day is over after 5 innings. Wes Gallo, the sophomore for the Rams, on the bump, looking to close out this game and give his team a chance to come out victorious.
Yeah, Gallows looked pretty good this year. Small sample size, only 3 innings, but no runs. He's only given up 1 hit, only 1 walk. Someone who attacks the zone, and someone who I think is going to get some quick outs. He's going to trust his defense.
And he comes in facing the heart of this record order, 4, 5, 6, starting with the catcher Goldshore on base, or in the box for the Wreckers. He takes the first one, a ball not very close to the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. No one on base. It's definitely easier for a pitcher to come in with no runners on and really starting with a clean sheet, but coming in against 4, 5, 6 in the order, always difficult.
Great pitch right there, 1-1.
Remember,
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's difficult, but like you still got to look at it like any other batter you're facing. You just want to attack and trust your team.
interesting too, Gallo's still a sophomore,
Yeah.
and New Canaan, that pitching staff a bit thin, but you're getting 5, 6 from your starters, from McAllister, Jocelyn, Hellman. You're in a good situation. If you're the New Canaan, you've got 3, 4, 5 relievers. But if you can get quality innings from your starters, it makes really your job a whole lot easier, especially consider this is their third game in just 4 days, Dylan. And
Yeah.
that pitching, there's obviously restrictions on the starters, and then even those bullpen arms, if they pitch too many pitches, they can't pitch the next game. And I'm not entirely sure the rules in terms of the amount of pitches, but always changes. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gallo delivery, fastball low.
You mentioned length. That's something McAllister did great today. Look, I know there's 4 runs given up. Only 2 were earned, and I thought McAllister really I think he pitched a great game. He only walked, I believe it was only one batter, and he trusted his team, and he was able to get through it even with some rough patches along the way. And that's what you want out of your starter, especially with a limited bullpen.
Goldshore rips that one foul down the left foul line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sophomore looking for his first strikeout on the day, on the first batter he's faced today. Came in to close the game on Monday in the victory.
Oh.
That one off the glove of DeAndrea. He just could not get up high enough, but very close play. Now man on first.
This is a tough play for DeAndrea right there.
And he got up there, just could not climb the ladder high enough. Oh, no balls, no strikes for number 20, Brundage, left fielder. Brundage going to bunt. Hoffman throws over to Delicata.
Oh, called safe.
Almost got Goldshore. Took an aggressive secondary lead, forcing to get back. You saw Brundage miss on the bunt attempt, but something like that can be so dangerous if you're the Wreckers because of that versatility behind the dish from Hoffman. Squaring for bunt, faking the throw over to first.
Like the awareness from Hoffman right here.
See Schulman playing in well on the grass, a few feet in front of that line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gallo pick attempt over to first, trying to just make sure Goldshore stays close to the bag. Ideally, you're keeping those up the middle, back for a double play opportunity on ground ball up the middle.
Good try back pick here.
See, Brundage hasn't squared to bunt past 2 pitches. Gallo's delivery, fastball a little bit up and away. 3 balls, 1 strike, and maybe playing some mind games too with the sophomore, faking that bunt, making him more aware of the zone. 3-1 delivery. Fastball, the outside part of the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes now, full count.
Yeah, you gotta attack right here. Can't have first and second with nobody out. Runner goes.
Runner goes. Hoffman throws down to DeAndrea, who bobbled the ball.
It was a walk anyway.
It was a walk anyways.
I'll bring first and second. Nobody out.
Runners
With
on first and second. As you mentioned, knee listed as pitcher / DH. I wonder, is taken out of the game. Does he continue to bat?
Something like Otani.
Not entirely sure how the rule book works in terms of if he can stay in and bat, or if this means that he's pitching the next inning.
Could always double switch and move to a different position if he has a second there.
He jogs over to the third base coach, talking a little bit about approaches with runners on first and second. Ideally, you want to plate at least one of these runs, if not both. Still no outs. He taps the base. Now Gallo sets. Fires fastball. He flies over near the vicinity of Ungaro, who catches it, makes a big catch, preventing the tag. Long run for Ungaro, and you know, he did have that play a few innings ago where he ran into the wall, redeeming himself with the big fly out. Now 1 out.
Got a pinch hitter coming up for Brill.
Our apologies here. We don't have numbers from Staples, so we don't know who's up at the dish for the Wreckers right now. Force at all bases except for home. Force at third. So if you get a ground ball, if you're Schulman, all you have to do is tap the bag throw over to first. If you're New Canaan, ideally you want to get 2 outs on a ground ball. Navy Blue digging in for the Wreckers. Gallo delivers a first pitch strike. No balls, 1 strike. Wreckers up 4-2-1, top of the 6th inning. One ball, 1 strike. Gallo ideally looking for a ground ball, right, Dylan? Roll it up.
Yeah, double play would be ideal right here. Inside.
Another pitch inside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Another pitch, fastball up. Gotta finish your pitches. You see Gallo these past few pitches just not completely coming down.
He's been
Closing
missing
that gap, missing up.
Got to release a split second later.
3 balls, 1 strike. Delivery.
Another high pitch.
Fastball a bit high, loading the bases.
I believe Coach Gallo is going to go talk. Yeah.
One positive is now there is a force at every single base. Anything on the ground is going home.
If you're Coach Gallagher, I think you just tell Wes Gallo that you gotta just locate, like don't overthink it, just attack. And he's missing high right now, so maybe he's gonna like try to tell him maybe release it a split second later. And for a ground ball, you want it low in the zone.
And this is where you play corners in, right? So Schulman at third, going to be playing on the grass. You'd think Delicata at first.
The ideal situation would be a little chopper right near home, so then Hoffman could step on it and throw it to first. But I think
it looks like everyone's playing in.
You want to go home on this.
Of course, down by 3. Nee's been having a spectacular pitching performance, following up a really good year last year. Gallo delivers a first pitch strike, but now, you know, down by 3, you can't be giving away runs. You need to prevent almost damage control, if you will, especially with bases loaded. Gallo delivers second strike, ground ball through the hole, right past the glove of DeAndrea. Scoring 2.
That's one of those situations where if you're in double play depth, that's a double play right there. But just snuck right by DeAndrea.
And that was the result you wanted, right? You wanted a ground ball. You got the ground ball. Now 6-2-1, just good piece of hitting from the Wreckers. Now up by 5.
If you were in double play depth, that probably would have been 2.
Now runner on first and second. The 9-hole hitter in for the Wreckers. It's Jacobs. Wind's still picking up. Very windy day here at Mead Park. It's about 55 degrees. Nice baseball weather. If you take away the wind with the wind, you know, a little bit chilly, but you make it work. Jacobs squares for the bunt, way up. Going to end up on top of the New Canaan dugout canopy. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 9-hole hitter up. Jacobs, the right fielder. Wes Gallo on the bump. Runners at first and second.
Squaring again.
See Delicata way up.
Oh. No. Throw goes away.
Good job. They had the force at third. Gallo trying to throw it over to Schulman. whose foot was on the bag, just overthrew him. Didn't take that extra step. Good job on the base path, too, to really pressure Gallo to get that ball out quickly. Good job by Ungaro to be playing in.
Back that up.
Back it up.
Because that could have gone out of play and scored another run.
Probably would have scored 2, I believe.
Because
runner from second scores as well.
Good job backing that up.
Ella's pitch in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Infield's playing in again. So
see how close Delicato was on that last play.
I thought Delicato was going to get it.
Gallo, off-speed pitch, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Looking for some weak contact to throw home.
Strikeout would work too.
Strikeout would work too as well. Cicero, 3 for 3 on the day, 3 singles. He's having himself a good day in that leadoff position. Infield in. Gallo delivers off speed. Bit up in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1, 2.
Gallo's pitch delivered. 1 ball, 2 strike. Fouled. Gonna be stuck. Lots of balls stuck up there today. Cicero digs in, not making it easy on Gallo here. Fastball away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's where you gotta buckle up, right? Throw strikes, not waste a lot of pitches.
Yeah, you can't afford to walk anyone right here.
You can tell this New Canaan coaching staff going to stick with Gallo and no one warming up in the pen.
Got him.
Fastball gets Cicero swinging.
Great pitch by Gallo to challenge him right there.
6-2-1 now. Infield playing back, just trying to get the out at any base. 2 outs. Opportunity to limit the damage to just 2 runs. Up Landgraf. Landgraf pops it up to the left side. D'Andrea getting under it, and he can't catch it.
That'll plate 2 more. Make it 8-1 Staples.
Ungaro coming in, D'Andrea moving backwards. You know, of course, it's the fielder's call. I think that ball might be easier to field running in.
Yeah. I would have called, if I was on Ungaro, I would have called off D'Andrea. Tough break right there.
Instead, that'll plate another one. We're on first and second, making it 8-2-1 Wreckers.
Yeah.
Not Gallo's fault. He gets another ground ball.
Great play by Schulman.
Schulman looked like he was going to throw it over to first. A little bit of frustration by the New Canaan coaching staff. Gallo doing a good job of attacking Schulman. Again, it's all just fielding miscues for New Canaan that have really hurt them.
We noticed that in the
a lot.
Second inning when McAllister was pitching, and then a couple miscues this inning. Not much you can do if you're Gallo. But look, if you're New Canaan, you just gotta put that aside you and just try to fight back.
See a new arm on the mound for the Wreckers. Number 2 in Navy.
Unfortunately, the Wreckers did not give us their roster, their numbers.
re-enters, 23. 14 re-enters for 23. That was that swap earlier. And then number 2 now is in pitching. Yeah, but if this kid ends up hitting, then 10's out. Yeah. Jack said he may have him hit, so if he does, then.
Okay, 2 more.
Go 1-7, get us going.
2.
Dude, I was aggressive on that bump, Rob. I got worried in case he swung out.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Meade Park. New Canaan now down 8-1 after a few fielding errors in the top half of the inning. Heart of the order up for New Canaan now, 3-4-5. Starts with Delicata and Hoffman and Ungaro. Now we did get a name on the Staples pitcher, Noah Syed, in to relieve the senior pitcher for the Wreckers. You can tell his delivery interesting from the side.
Yeah.
Might help New Canaan to get a different arm in there struggling against
I like this
Meade
matchup
today.
for Delcata, especially with this with Syed's 3-quarter approach.
Delicata pops it up towards center field. We could hear him calling that one off. Landgraf very vocal out in center field. Delicata just a bit late and under the ball.
That'll bring up Maddox Hoffman.
Now Hoffman, the sophomore catcher.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Syed has more of like a 3-quarter delivery.
Fastball inside on that inside part of the plate, taken for a strike by Hoffman. No balls, 1 strike. Off speed, looked like a curveball.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if he throws a slider though, especially with his release point.
1 ball, 1 strike. Another fastball fouled off by Hoffman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rutgers now in cruise control, up by 7 runs. New Canaan offense looking to get something, some momentum. Syed delivers, bobbled, behind by Goldshore. Hoffman now finds himself 2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fastball outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count.
Well, 3rd time today, Hoffman's worked full count. Very disciplined.
Yeah, you just want to continue pound that zone. If you're Syed, Hoffman grounds over to 3rd. That's Kelly to Brill for the first out of the inning. Second, my apologies. No, 2 outs.
They'll bring up
Ungaro.
Read that. Good play in the left last inning, but then was also involved in that miscommunication.
Syed just continue pumping that zone. That's how the Wreckers are going to get out of this game quickly, right? You don't want to give New Canaan really any breath of hope in a game like this, up 8-1 in the driver's seat. Just continue to throw strikes. Trust the fielding behind you, because that Wreckers fielding behind has been really good. Errorless up until now.
Outside of that throw by Landgraf, I think it was like the 1st inning, or no, 2nd inning. When,
Second inning.
Ungaro was up.
Ungaro fouls one off to the left side.
And the count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Time taken.
Smart timeout by Ungaro, just reset. 2 balls, 1 strike. Another pitch just below the knees. 3 balls, 1 strike. Garo fouls one up near that Staples team bus. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Garo caught with a fastball at the knees. That'll do it. The bottom of the 6th. 1 more inning left to play. The Wreckers up 8-1. See you back here on NCTV in a short moment for the final inning of action. Now 4-5-6 in for the Wreckers. Wes Gallo on the mound for the Rams. Goldshore, the catcher, going to be the first batter of the inning. The Wreckers able to plate 4 last inning, make a 4-1 game into an 8-1 game. Blow this thing open. Here's Goldshore on the first pitch. Strike by Gallo. Gallo now ahead in the count. 1 strike, no balls, no outs. Second pitch, a strike outside. 4 ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gallo, you know, Dylan didn't have that bad of an inning last inning. It was a lot of defensive miscues, which you've seen today, you know, a few defensive miscues. Goldshore able to get a hold of a ball to center field, caught by Benny Hegel, being quite vocal out in center, calling off Valente in right, catching it for the first out of the inning. Goldshore, nice piece of contact.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Gallo, he did not pitch bad last inning. He just had some unlucky hits against him, and he should have been out of the inning on that pop up to left, but he settled back in.
Now Brundage replaced by number 11 for the Wreckers. Our apologies, another name we do not have. Be a new batter for the Wreckers. Gallo on the bump. Quick fly out from Goldshore, looking for second quick out. First pitch inside, called the ball, a bit too inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Second pitch, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Here, our apologies too on the mic if you hear the wind picking up at Mead Park. Gallo delivers a strike now. 2 balls, 1 strike.
It's a great pitch by Gallo to try and relocate after missing outside those last 2.
Pitch pitch misses high. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, Gallo's gonna need to finish this inning as no one's up, so he just has to not think too much, just settle in and attack these hitters.
Just continue throwing strikes. That's one thing that's going to continue to be preached. Put the ball in the zone. Trust your fielders, which is tough today.
So that one misses high for ball 4.
He walks in navy blue jersey. Now runners on first for the Wreckers.
With another,
Syed.
with Syed, the pitcher, coming up.
Who's now batting in that DH role?
Syed batting in the DH role for knee. So knee's day officially done, which we talked about last inning. Syed had a really good first inning on the bump. First pitch high for Gallo. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first. Another pitch misses over Syed's head.
Hey, Gallo's starting
2
to lose his
balls.
command a little bit. He's missing a high in the zone.
2-0 count in favor of Syed. Syed rips one foul. Way foul.
That was,
And that one I would assume is gone.
yeah, very early on it, but got a lot of the ball.
Might be on the road.
Bring up a 2-1 count to Syed.
2 balls, 1 strike delivered by Gallo. Now 3 balls, 1 strike missing high.
Yeah. He's got to make that release point a second later.
Fastball.
High ball 4. It's back-to-back walks from Syed so far this inning.
No balls, no strikes, new batter in.
No, it's
Brill.
Yeah.
First baseman, the lefty. Gallo fastball.
He's got
Knee
to
high, 1 strike.
keep doing that.
Just continue to those strikes. Trust your fielders behind you. That ball thrown over.
Double
They're going to
play.
double up the runner at second. Get out of the inning.
Now if you're New Canaan, bottom of the 7th, you just want to try and rally. But that was a great inning from Gallo right there. Worked himself in and out of trouble, and the DeAndre brothers turned a great double play.
Good job by the DeAndrea brothers. Now bottom of the 7th, Rams down by 7. But anything can happen. Syed,
New pitcher.
apologies, not Syed.
Benjamin
Cookier.
Cookier. Oh, wait, maybe not. Oh, he's going into short.
Cookier into short.
A lot of
Wreckers
defensive.
mixing up
Yeah.
a few guys. We have a roster here. Lots of guys
Yeah,
rostered.
Syed's back in there to pitch. There's making some moves defensively.
Syed back in to close this game out. A new catcher behind the dish.
Oppenheimer is now out at short as well. Letting the backups get some more playing time.
Down by 7, things not looking very good, but you know, all it takes is a few base runners to get some offensive momentum going, get some barrels on balls. You find yourself in a better situation.
We got Edergina, DeAndrea, and McAllister due up. Although it looks like McAllister is going to be getting pinch hit for. Looks like Zach Jocelyn's going to come in when he's up.
It'll be Edergino starting things off for New Canaan.
Edgergino's had a solid game so far today, 1 for 2. Put the ball in play twice. And in his second at bat, just stayed alive, put the ball in play, and got on. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, able to put his bat on the ball a few times. Really make some solid contact. Syed looking to retire the side quickly. Back up Staples. Get them up and out of here quickly. First ball is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Gino steps out, fastball, pretty much middle, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think he was just taken all the way right there. Now he sees this first time facing this pitcher, and now he can try to time it up.
Different release point too as well. Second strike down. The plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Edgergino calls for time.
He's got to protect the plate right here, be aggressive.
Off-speed pitch, Edgergino way ahead.
Fouls it off.
Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Syed's delivery. Fouled off by Edgergino.
Just a little bit early on that. He just has to sit back a little bit more.
Yeah, and definitely an adjustment coming from a guy like Nee, who throws 90 miles an hour, to a guy like Syed, who's probably sitting in the 80s, right? Definitely an adjustment, slowing down. And
probably like upper 70s, low 80s. Edgergino
another
fouls
pitch.
off. Another. The other difference, too, is that release point. When you're going from facing basically over the top to more of like a side arm or 3/4 release, it's going to be a little bit different out of the hand.
Always different.
But good at bat from Edgergino so far.
Off-speed pitch, ripped to
Base
left.
hit.
Base hit for Edgergino. Into left now, standing on first. Going to bring up Nico D'Andrea.
It's a great at bat from Edgergino right there. Fouled off a couple pitches and then got one that he liked and pulled it for a hit. Now 2 for 3 on the day.
See Staples looking to get D'Andrea to ground into a double play. That's the goal. Fastball up in the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Edgergino on first. D'Andrea takes fastball for a strike.
That was a little bit high in my opinion.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Been a interesting zone today.
Yeah, just in terms of the way it's been called and
Is that
where
what
it's been called. That one hit D'Andrea. Edgergino on second, D'Andrea on first.
Zach Jocelyn's coming in to hit for McAllister. Wait, did they call that foul? A little discussion between the umps right now to see if it... They called it a foul ball? Alright, so they're going to call it a foul ball even though it hit D'Andrea. I don't understand that call at all, but that will send Edgergino back to first and D'Andrea backed up to bat. Interesting.
1 ball, 2 strikes now for D'Andrea. Thought he was going to get to first.
So surprised on that call, but
Syed delivers a fastball and he strikes out. 1 out.
now Jocelyn will hit for McAllister.
Jocelyn in for McAllister, sophomore, junior in for junior, my apologies. Jocelyn, primarily a pitcher, pitched freshman year, his freshman year, sophomore year too as well. That this year actually started Monday and has the next start up against Norwalk when New Canaan travels to Norwalk.
He had a solid outing Monday, went 7 innings, only gave up 3 runs, only 1 was earned though.
Now looking for a hit. Off-speed pitch at the knees, called a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Edgergino on first. following the DeAndrea strikeout. Syed, fastball right down the middle, down Main Street. Jocelyn not able to catch up. No balls, no strikes. Striking out Jocelyn, 2 outs. Bringing up top of the order, Benny Hegel, looking to keep the Rams' hopes alive. Syed, fastball, throw over.
Yeah, try to back pick. Good job by Edergino to get back, but yeah. If you're Hegel, you gotta come in swinging.
No balls, 1 strike. Edergino on first, 2 outs. Rams down to their final out unless they can find a way to plate 7 runs. So interesting to watch Syed's release point too as well.
Yeah.
Pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
If Hegel can get on, it would extend the inning. That'll bring up Schulman, who's on deck. And he does get on. Base hit.
Base hit by Hegel. Edergino Holtz at second.
That'll bring up Schulman.
Brings up Thomas Schulman now. An opportunity to finally face a right-hander after facing lefties all day. Face Syed, man, on second and first. See normal depth, normal positioning for the Wreckers.
So that one misses high. 1-0 count.
1 ball, no strikes. Syed, strike down Broadway, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Rams down 8-1. Wreckers able to capitalize off a lot of turnovers. Schulman fouls another one off into the trees. Luckily bounces on the right side of the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rams down to their final strike. Syed pitch on the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Syed's pitch, another ball outside. Now full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Schulman gets on. That'll bring up Luke DeAndrea.
Syed able to strike out Schulman and the game. Rams lose 8-1, fall to 4-2. Wreckers move to 1-1. Lots of games to be played though for the Wreckers. For both teams, still early season. Rams falling 8-1 to the Wreckers. They have to find a way to not fall too far down after a loss like this. Pick up their feet and kind of move forward with the big matchup against Norwalk, and then they play both Fairfield Ludlow and Fairfield Ward. So it will be interesting to see the way that this new Canaan team, a younger team, responds to challenge. Big thank you to our entire crew. You got AJ Police doing all the technical stuff with this broadcast. You've got cameraman in center field Dylan as a party, as well as Dylan next to me, Dylan Hart.
Yep.
Thank you. What a game it was. Your first game back for many more, though. Hopefully we'll have a couple more streams, baseball streams, softball streams. Getting back on the diamond. It was a good one today. The Rams fall 8-1 to the Wreckers. Lots of errors in the field, but definitely a lot of promise for the Rams this season. As for the Wreckers, with lots of things to take away, get a strong performance from Knee. Far from probably where they'd like to be as a team, but a lot of positives to take away for both teams. The Wreckers looking to bounce back after that state championship loss last year. We're going to find their way and win now. And that will do it here on NCTV. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next time. And thank you.